want to say it. I don't want to say it. If I don't say it out loud, it's not real. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, fuck it. Howdy, 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 y'all. So, a few months ago, I officially became a New York City substitute teacher. Now, did I do it because I want to make a difference in kids' lives and to become a teacher? No. Do I like that the kids now call me Mr. W? And the middle school boys like, yo, Mr. W, what's up? I do like that. I like that very much. Do I like that the kids say, Mr. W, are you called Mr. W because you're a W? And I go, naturally. And they go, mm-hmm. I do like that. Those aren't the reasons why I became a substitute teacher. The actual reason is much more embarrassing. And I don't want to say it. But if I grow a pair by the end of this video, I will. Because it's the point of this video. But yes, becoming a substitute teacher has helped me become 7% less of a little bitch. Do I now completely shit my pants when I walk into a room of kindergartners with no lesson plan? No. No shitting in the pants. Now it's just dealing with all the kids and their life-threatening emergencies of Mr. W, I have a boo-boo, Mr. W, my leg hurts, Mr. W, I'm thirsty, Mr. W, Rambajan took my folder. No, I didn't. I don't shit my pants anymore. 7%. So that's good. But there's still a lot of little bitch left in me, which is the point of this video. Namely, and hopefully I do this substitute teaching thing long enough, I can eradicate that bitch DNA from my essence, from my body, from my soul. Because it's there, and it's been there since day one of substitute teaching. And it's not the middle schoolers. No. They're a fun challenge. Legitimately. Oh, the stories. For another time. No, the bitch that I'm trying to exorcise from my body, my earthly form, is that since day one, when teachers have asked me, and for some reason they all asked me on day one, so do you want to become a teacher? I said, maybe. I'm not sure yet. That's a blatant lie. I don't want to be a teacher. I don't want to become a teacher. Nothing against them. Some of them. No, I don't want to be a teacher. And yet, every single teacher that I've talked to that has asked me, do you want to become a teacher? I've gone, I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure yet. I'm kind of feeling things out. Bitch answer. And they'll keep asking questions, understandably, like normal people will, asking, so what grade do you want to teach? What subjects do you want to teach? And I'll go, you know, I like the 4th and 5th graders. They're a good age, and which is true. I like 4th and 5th graders. But no, I don't want to be a teacher. And it culminated a few weeks ago when in the staff room, one of the teachers asked, so do you want to become a teacher? And I couldn't take it. And I just said, the best I could do was probably not. She went, so what do you want to do? And I decided being a little bitch wasn't enough. I had to be a mega bitch and just go, I don't know. I'm waiting to find out. Waiting to see. Still not sure yet. Bitch answer. Bitch answer. And thankfully, she pressed at it. She went, well, how can you not know yet? you know, you're getting older. You should figure this out. And I was like, you know what? You're right, Susan. I've got 20 minutes left on my break. Let's do this. You, me, we can figure this out right now at this table. Let me just finish up my pomegranate seeds and we get right on this. And somehow she came back with, no, that's not enough time. These are bitch answers. And the reason I give them, and I want to get out of my system, but the reason I give them, a couple reasons. Number one, for the first time in a long time, I like feeling like I have some place in the world. Like what I do makes sense to my family and the people around me. Ben's a substitute teacher right now, and he is good at it. He's been commended by, you know, staff and admin at the school, and they've encouraged him to be a teacher. And there is a path here that makes sense, that fits in the world, that is secure and stable, and summer vacation. I like that. I like that I fit in, that people can make sense of me now. It's been a while since I've had that. But the main reason why I don't give the answer, that I don't answer honestly, that I just go, I don't know, maybe, waiting to find out. Let's see what the world will throw me. Is because the actual answer feels fucking embarrassing. It feels so fucking embarrassing, man. I want to try and give it without qualifying too much. The actual honest answer I would give is I want to work in comedy. And the more embarrassing answer is the way I'm doing it is by no. Yeah. The way I'm doing this is by following God. Oh, I'm disgusted with myself. No. That's yeah. When I told my friends, like, I want to work in comedy, they went, what does that mean? What does that even look like? I went, well, I want to, they asked me, they went, oh, you mean stand-up comedian? I went, no, not a stand-up comedian. I want to do something within the field of comedy. They went, all right, so explain it to us. I went, okay. Like, what I envision is the current trajectory for myself is that I am on stage like stand-up comedian? No. Telling stories like stand-up comedian? No. Personal stories. Are they serious stories? No, they're funny stories like a stand-up comedian. No. They're stories that are like personal stories, but also things that are like, you know, challenging or hella deep. And they're like, so you're on stage telling stories or talking about things that range from personal to deep, challenging, taboo, and you're making it fun, right? I went, They went, that's a stand-up comedian, motherfucker. I went, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. It feels embarrassing to say that I want to be a stand-up comedian. Because honestly, like genuinely, I look at people doing stand-up comedy specials and I look at what they're doing and it's like, that is wonderful. I don't see that for myself. But God, saying, and also saying that you want to be a stand-up comedian, like, God, are there any more? Is there, how much more of a loser statement can you say out loud? This is funny. So a couple years, God, it was a couple years ago, when I decided to try out open mics, I thought, oh, these people at the open mics doing stand-up, fucking losers. And then I realized I am exactly like them. I fit the archetype perfectly. Living in childhood home in parents' basements, check, check. Minimal social life, check-a-rooney. Haven't been laid in several years and am now a born-again virgin. Check, 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 boom. I hit all the fucking boxes of an aspiring stand-up comedian. I don't want to do that though. And then to add on top of it, on top of that level of embarrassment, to say that the way I'm doing it is by following, and unfortunately, the best way to describe this thing that I'm following, historically, culturally speaking, is the word God. Sure, I can talk about it as this intuitive guidance system, intuitive force. Like, but it's people just, for short, people just fucking call this thing God. And I can feel the last remnants of my respect just floating away into the ether by saying, and this is the answer to the first question that I've gotten, or the thing that I avoided, which is why I'm doing the substitute teaching thing, is because that's what I was guided to do. Like this, the thing that right now makes the most sense based on this thing that I'm following, this voice, these whispers, these nudges that unfortunately usually called God. Huh? Like, that guidance led me to substitute teaching. I didn't want to do this. I was revolted at the idea of it, but it lingered, it stayed, it had that God staying power. And sure enough, after a few months of doing this, I'm less of a little bitch. Like, I can handle uncertainty a lot better. Walking into a room with no plan, my worst nightmare. For Thanksgiving for the past few years, I've taken 2 weeks to prepare making the turkey. I have 3 Evernote documents with a couple thousand words each, with itineraries, game plans, backup plans, timetables, all of that stuff. And substitute teaching, I walk in, I don't know what subject I'm teaching or if there's a lesson plan or not the moment I walk into the fucking room. Worst nightmare. This is good for me. Having to look stupid repeatedly, make constant mistakes, because again, I have no idea what I'm walking into. Do you know how dumb it feels to not be able to do 6th grade math? Yeah, hella dumb. I wish I could say it didn't ruin me for 48 hours straight, but it did. I was assigned for one period to help another teacher for 6th grade math. Normally it's 2 teachers, one of them was out. I came in. The main teacher gave me the answers, and I still managed to give the kids the wrong answers and the wrong approach because I thought it's close enough. And when they found out that I gave them both the wrong method and the wrong answer, even though I had the right answer, do you know how ridiculous it is to have kids raise their hand for help, and the moment they see you make eye contact, go and look away. Oh my God. And it isn't the first time I've done that. I've made a lot of dumb mistakes like that. So yeah, this is good for me. Having to be in front of an unknown audience every single day. 3-4 days a week. It's 3 days a week. That's all I can fucking handle. Not knowing what I'm doing, what I'm going to talk about, who I'm going to be talking to, and just fucking wing it. That's good for me. That's relevant. Like, I can tell it is helping with whatever form of being in front of people on stage that I will eventually do. This is good for it. But to say out loud that I want to do comedy, and I'm doing it by being a substitute teacher because God told me so. And believe me, I don't want to say the G word out loud because fuck. One of the last things I have left these days is some semblance of respectable intelligence. And to say that I'm just God's little bitch, or God guide me, move me. I'd rather say my intuition or a divine intelligence. God's the most easily understood word. But I don't want to say that to people. I don't want to say, nope, I don't want to become a teacher because I want to work in comedy. And the way I'm doing that is not by doing more open mics. No. It's by teaching hormone-fueled middle school kids and trying to keep them from strangling each other, which did happen a couple weeks ago. So, yeah. But it's good because every single time a teacher has asked me, what do you want to do? Do you want to become a teacher? What's your plan? And I give my pussy ass answer, I don't know. We'll find out. Part of me dies inside, just goes, you little bitch. You little bitch. So it's good for me. It's good for me. I don't know why, but there's a story that comes to mind. I told part of it in another video to another group of people. It's a closed community of cool kids. Some of them cool. I don't know a lot of them. Hi David, hi Miriam, hi Danny. Hopefully you waved back when I did that. Guys, I'm not that... No, I am needy. I like the attention. I know you guys waved back. You love me. So I made another video recently, the other day, about how I got into clowning. So many years ago, I got into clowning. And again, not the honk, Bobo, the big old shoes sort of clowning. No, it was the high elevated art of commedia dell'arte, mask work, physical comedy in the vein of Buster Keaton and Charlie Chaplin, silent film. Anyway, the reason I got into it, and this story will make sense. The reason I got into it was because I was traveling around Europe and I was visiting a buddy of mine who was performing in a traveling circus. And I went to see their shows, and of all of the performers there, acrobats, trapeze artists, aerial artists, silks, tight wire, juggling, all that stuff, the one that I fell in love with, that I remember the most, and that the audience loved the most, was the clown. And all he did was walk on stage and just welcome us into his world. I loved it. I fucking loved it. And I remember he actually, I didn't mention this to others, I asked him about it, and he had seen me around the tent, kind of hanging out during off hours, dancing and whatnot. He said, you could actually do this. When you dance, You are embodying these characters, the characters that are brought out by the music. You went, add a narrative to it to invite people in. You can call it clowning. Give it some structure, refine it. It's clowning. I was like, holy shit. And so after that, I was on and I remember this so clearly. I was on a train from Switzerland to Germany. That was the next stop in my walkabout, my wandering through Europe. And I was sitting there going, I think I want to pursue clowning. Am I going to move back to Seattle, which is where I was spending some years doing circus? Am I going to move back to Seattle and study clowning? And I had the distinct feeling, the first ever experience of my intuition, something other than me responded back. My whole body just tingled. It was like ripples of these physical tingles throughout my body. That was just a resounding, yeah, you are. And I thought, holy shit, I don't know what this is, but I think I can trust it. It feels right. It feels like me, the essence of me. And so I was like, shit, I guess I'm going back to Seattle. And so within like the next couple of days, I changed my flight and then like moved back to Seattle and pursued clowning. But here's where things get relevant to today. I got into it, I started studying clowning, and I went, I don't want to do strict clowning. Like there's something here that is my own version of it, where I'm doing physical comedy, but also dance and maybe some acrobatics, I don't know. And I put an act together. And I was like, oh, this act kind of works. Can I like pursue circus with this? And even though it was well received, I talked to bookers, agents. They're like, Ben, like this is a unique, wonderful act, but we don't know how to book you. You're not doing clown work, strictly speaking. Maybe it's a cabaret sort of thing. You're not doing dance, really. Like, we don't know how to market you. There's no lane for you in the circus world. And I got this from people in Seattle and also in New York City, going like, this is good. This is unique. This is different. We can't hire you for stuff. We don't know how to book you for stuff. And so that's where I went, fuck. And I've had that feeling for so long. And I'm tired of it. So yeah, that's why when people ask me if I want to be a teacher, I'm like, maybe. I don't know. It's nice people understanding what I'm doing, as opposed to saying I'm doing clown and dance and acrobatics. I'm teaching men how to dance. I'm making dance videos, but with a narrative component on top of it. I know, woe is me. I do like pity parties. I love throwing them for myself. Love them. But yeah, it's embarrassing to say that I am 35 and still going, there's this thing, this itch I'm trying to get out of me. And so far, the thing that has helped the most is following that whisper I first felt on the train from Switzerland to Germany. Call it God, call it the Tao, call it intuition. Don't call it the universe. That's a different thing. But that guiding force has gotten me closer than ever. And I don't know what it will look like or if it'll turn into a career or anything, but like, it's the only fucking thing that means anything to me. The only fucking thing. Only goddamn thing. Just trying to get whatever it is in me, the thing that I'm built for. And that's all I can ever see, that I'm built to have an audience, being from an audience, and do something. And right now, that next thing seems to be comedy related, or if we're going to put it in a category comedy, right now it means cutting my teeth on the harsh training grounds of the New York City school system. And it means saying that I follow God. Yeah. That's the only fucking thing that means something to me. The only goddamn thing. And I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer. And it may not actually be a full-fledged career of sorts. It's just, it's like, before I knew how to dance, I remember I was in my college dorm room. It was in this, it was weird. It was called Asia House, like it, at Oberlin, Asia House, and yet it was distinctly built like it was fucking Harry Potter, like castle sort of thing. I loved it. Anyway, I was in my room, and a buddy like lent me his headphones. He's like, "Yo, you gotta listen to Imogen Heap's Headlock with these headphones." And when that bass hits, this is before I knew how to dance, before I felt I could dance. Back then it was still an itch I couldn't scratch. And I put it on, and just the soundscape, God, it sounded like a fucking snobby audiophile. The soundscape was so elevated. Oh, the frequency was just divine. Anyway, the sound hit, and like, I couldn't get it out of my fucking body. It was the worst case of blue balls ever. And I haven't had sex in 7 years. Huh. I should not be saying these things out loud. Anyway, I couldn't get it out of my body, and that's the only thing that fucking mattered. And I tried so many times to try. I tried breakdancing, just ooh, 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 ooh. Always covering the eyes, just. I tried swing dancing, I tried contact improv. If you don't know what that is, it's a bunch of dirty hippies rolling on each other. There, I said it. Fucking nasty ass, patchouli smelling hippies. Wash your goddamn feet. God, we're always rolling. To be fair, I did enjoy when we all were like massaging each other's feet. They smelled like ass, but man, it was nice just to... I'm getting off track here. But yeah, I tried all these, and eventually I found how to get it out of my body. So fucking worth it. Now, does it matter if I know what dance style I qualify as? That I just call it hip hop? It ain't hip hop. No, I dance like me, and I'm fucking good at dancing like me. And now I want to try and figure out how to use this beautiful mouth, to use my words to get that itch out of me. I'll get there. One fucking puckered, uptight, bitching and moaning video at a time. And I'm so glad you're here to join me for it, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I don't know what I've devolved into. Bye-bye now. Toodles.